Most mid-market and enterprise level organizations understand that their ideal customer profile is active and prevalent on LinkedIn. The problem is most of these organizations, they don't have an actual LinkedIn process. They may have even had some good success on LinkedIn in the past, but they don't have those trackable metrics to understand, how much business was generated from LinkedIn, how many meetings were set. Oftentimes, they even leave up the process for the individual rep or producer to figure out how they want to use it, if they want to use it, if they even do. A lot of times they have those reps own how to actually find that market and how to engage with that market, which is quite difficult for some organizations because of the fact that LinkedIn is more of a social selling platform rather than a direct outreach sales platform. That conversation looks quite a bit different, and again, most organizations, they don't have that training top down to implement for their actual sales producers for them to actually have meaningful, valuable conversations directly on LinkedIn. Again, a lot of times, many organizations, they have those reps, if they are having LinkedIn activity, go in and manually log that message they're sending and the follow-ups and any dialogue they're having on LinkedIn in their CRM, which is also extremely time-consuming process. In 2001, 80% of all B2B leads generated through social media were found directly on LinkedIn. In fact, if you ask B2B marketers, 82% of them say that LinkedIn is their number one source of B2B leads. Most people ask me why that is. LinkedIn is a platform that is made for B2B. This allows you to find target markets of your ideal audience and get directly engaged to that actual decision maker. With a complex sales process, often you need to talk to many influencers within a certain deal where you can find all those individuals directly on LinkedIn. Whereas if you're looking at other social media platforms, it's very hard to engage in a business aspect on a social media platform. And if you're looking at phone or email, often with phone you're running into gatekeepers or finding bad numbers. The same thing with email. You often get bad emails, and if you don't have a bad email, if it is accurate, often emails fall to spam, and if they don't, often they get deleted immediately in the inbox. So when looking at the hours of where an individual salesperson spends their time on LinkedIn, we find that most of that time is driven from top of the funnel activity, such as the initial touch points, the connection, the trying to get engaged through commenting and following up on messages or even sending in-mails. With Kennected, an individual sales rep or producer can actually focus on picking up the actual conversation and building real relationships with those prospects rather than spending hours and hours with the tedious activity of that initial outreach. So one organization that we've worked with for over a couple years now, they actually had a fairly decent LinkedIn presence. The problem was they had no idea how much they were actually generating from the platform. They had no idea how much time they were spending or how many connections or responses or meetings they were getting from the platform. So the way we actually helped them initially was helping them track all those metrics, get it over to their CRM so they can figure out their KPIs and have tangible numbers on what that process looks like for them. And what they found is after using Kennected, they were able to streamline their efforts, save a lot of time for their reps, and actually increase those results. Another company that I recently worked with, they were having their SDR team spend actually about 2 hours a day on LinkedIn and in their CRM tracking that activity. Additionally, they were having their marketing team go in and manually remove the pending connections that weren't accepted so they could retarget them down the road. Now, that process took both the SDR's time as well as the marketing manager's time, which could absolutely be spent on other high-value activity within the organization. Our enterprise-level clients have a true white glove service. They will be working directly with our enterprise account management team who will be making sure that Kennected is a turnkey solution for their process today. Additionally, we will work to streamline any efficiencies within their LinkedIn process and make sure that their team is equipped with the knowledge and the resources to be extremely successful with Kennected, but as well as best practices and trainings on LinkedIn. After that onboarding process is complete, our enterprise clients work very closely with our performance consultants that make sure month over month they are getting the desired results that they should be getting with our tool. If not, our enterprise consultants will reach out to you to make sure that you guys are getting everything you need out of our tool. If you'd like to learn more about Kennected or our enterprise process, click the link below to talk to someone on our team.